We are live. Guys, this is the first time that we're trying this whole LockDown Live mobile. I'm on a rooftop. I'm covering the secret to roof inspections itself, specifically out because I'm literally standing on a roof as we speak. And I wanted to cover what I believe to be the number one secret to helping you actually use your inspection as a sales tool. And the reason and technique to do this is by finding a greater why. All right. So what do I mean by that? Now, a lot of people don't want to file a claim because they're just fixing something, right? It's not super fun to be like, oh, your car gets hit, you're fixing it, you're returning it back to normal. It becomes a necessity and a maintenance thing. So the idea here, what I'd like to give you, and I'm going to show you on the roof that I'm on right now, is how to find the one thing that makes the roof replacement much larger than the hail damage that you're finding. Because if people don't buy into the degree that, hey, that hail damage in the shingle doesn't look bad. By the way, this roof of mine does not have damage. This is an example only. They're not going to want to do it. But if you can find a reason or a greater benefit far above and beyond what you see, amazing things can happen. So let's take a look. So up on this roof, okay, no hail damage. But what do we see? What's missing here? Drip edge. Now, not every market's going to require it. This one does. Okay, now let's take another look. I'm going to pop on down to here. Not only are we missing drip edge, but we are missing ice and water shield. So if I were to be inspecting this roof and I wanted to reveal those results to the homeowner once I get off the roof, I'm going to bring up not only the lack of drip edge and the lack of ice and water shield is a greater issue, that this is now a code item that they will need to incur later when they do the roof, because this roof will need to get done at some point. But they're also, it's going to drive the expense up. So if you're working with an insurance company that has a code enforcement or a code endorsement, we're going to be able to use what we find to get that paid with the insurance company. The other thing I'm going to do is look for things like this. So right on the ridge cap, we've got caulk shingles. We've got what appears to be, sorry, I'm trying to get this down, more damaged shingles. Another area that was sealed and caulked. And we've got, as you can see, an old satellite dish that's sitting here on the roof as well, with penetrations through the roof. So when I get off this roof, my number one secret is not just the hail damage. I want to make this a larger issue. By the way, it's really important that you do not manufacture any of this, guys. We got to sell with integrity. If you don't find anything, that's okay. Don't make it up. But when you do find something and you can present a greater case to make it more than just about hail damage, to give them a reason to want to take advantage of the fact that their insurance company is going to be paying for it, and to put them in a place that's going to help them down the road get the roof in better shape than it is now. So in addition to the no contact inspection that I've talked about in the LockDown Lives, where you're taking photo and video. Guys, I'm on my phone right now. I'm hoping my Wi-Fi is working. But the point is, you guys get an experience of if we're up here. So if I can sit down with a homeowner and say, hey, Mr. Homeowner, you see this? There's supposed to be this edge metal here. Oops, sorry, there we go. And I noticed that you don't have ice and water shield. Now, if we do file this claim, your insurance company will usually cover the cost of bringing it up to code. So one, you prevent leaks. By the way, I know this roof has some leaks in that lower corner down here, which is why we found out about the, right down there, the lack of ice and water shield, because they were getting ice dams and only leaking in the winter. So now I have another reason again to make it a larger case. So here's the key takeaway. One, find the big reason. Find 2 or 3 big reasons if you can. Don't fib it, don't make it up. Guys, we have enough bad rap. You gotta sell honestly. This is an honest thing right here. So if I can take pictures of this, if I can take some video, showcase that not only are we going to replace the hail damage, they're also going to get that remedied as well, you're going to be in a fantastic, fantastic place. So that's all I've got for today's LockDown Live. Want to wish everyone a good weekend ahead. We're getting some hail. I know Illinois got hit again. Wisconsin got hit. The Midwest is getting really, really early storms. So as you get out there, another thing, before we wrap this up, there's one thing that I was gonna do for this video, and I might squeeze some of it in, and that's some scouting techniques. I carry binoculars with me, by the way, in my truck. So when I'm driving through, I can take a look up and look at soft metal, try to see chimney caps, try to see box vents, and I will, at that point, use those binoculars so I can get eyes from the ground to say, hey, look at that. That roof's a little older. They're going to need it at some point. And better yet, so I'm going to try to sit down and get out of the wind here. And it gives you an idea of how big the hail was. If you see a roof vent that's obliterated, you know which homes to target. And again, when I talked about finding that reason, you can use binoculars from the ground, looking through your truck. Be careful. You don't want anyone to think that you're doing anything, looking through windows like a peeping Tom. But you can be looking up at roofs. Find that greater reason. Find the missing shingles. Find the satellite dish that's been removed. Find the, the lack of drip, the lack of a code item, the lack of proper ventilation, for example. That'd be another good one. Like this should have, is that adequate ventilation for this square footage? I haven't done the math, but I would doubt it, right? We got 4 box vents up here for this entire roof. And that would be another greater reason. We also, that you can make it much more than just about the damage that's there. So scout from the ground, be smart, find that extra thing that makes it really beneficial for that homeowner to take action. So Karen, thanks for that. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I didn't get that email out. What I am going to do is send an email out to everybody with this replay. So thanks for joining me. Rooftop today. It's a beautiful day out before madness sets back in with some cold weather up here in Colorado. I apologize for the wind. Let's see if we can get out of there. So here's what I'd love for you guys to do. If you like this video, click thumbs up. That tells me that this type of content, my hair is going nuts in this wind. Guys, this is what happens when you have a lockdown. You can't get a haircut for 2 months. So anyway, if you like it, click the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, do so please. You will get notifications every time I go live. Derek, thank you, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate the kind words. By the way, any questions or any comments that you guys have for videos that you want to see in the future, shoot me an email, adam@roofstrategist.com. Guys, I'm in this with you. We've got a few more weeks ahead of us, maybe a month or two. You can look through these, look for my LockDown Lives every Monday through Friday to join you on this journey to support you and your growth. So thanks for being a part of this. And if you haven't done it and you want to get on the email list with me, it's called the Roof Strategist Insiders. It's free. You get a copy of my ebook, and you are welcome to opt in. The link is in this video description, or will be shortly. And you'll get notifications every time I go live, replays, discounts on products, new announcements, and all that jazz. So wishing you guys all well. Have a great weekend. Thanks for being here. Now I got to figure out how to end this thing from my phone. Take care, guys.